Hello my friends, we're back. It's Friday evening, we're in the Governor's beach house here, and tonight we have a special dish. Yes, it does include 2 large onions, chopped up, not too small, not too big. There they are. Yes, they're cooking nicely now, aren't they? Friday evening, and it's cold outside, and this dish, my friends, is especially for this weather, because tonight at the Governor's Beach House we are making Scottish Highland extremely wild rabbit, and here it is. Now they're cooking enough right now, so it's time to put the wild Scottish rabbit that was delivered today. Yes, it was only delivered today. There, it's going in. This is going to be our rabbit stew. There it is. It's a wild rabbit, folks. It cost approximately 10 quid. And we are going to cook up a wild rabbit stew. This rabbit, I believe, unfortunately, was shot yesterday in the Scottish Highlands and delivered to me just a matter of a couple of hours ago. There it is. Reduce the heat just a little bit. We have all kinds of ingredients that are going to go in with this Scottish Highland rabbit. There, let's start turning it. And I can tell you what I know about Scottish Highland rabbit stew. Many years ago, my father made the best rabbit stew I've ever tasted. I can tell you that. I've already put some pepper on it because of course you need 2 herbs. So there is some pepper in it. So we'll go through the ingredients as we cook. Now when it comes to cooking this type of stew type thing, onions go in first, meat goes in next. And then, of course, we need to include some garlic and some ginger. Okay? Now, by the way, folks, I'll show you the book in a second. This recipe and the way I'm cooking this tonight come under strict instructions from the Wild Meat Company, the guide to cooking game, is included in my purchase of this Scottish Highland rabbit that unfortunately was shot yesterday and delivered to me today. Special delivery. The rabbit itself was, I think it was 9 pounds. We've got to move it just a little bit. It looks like that's the body and its back. And here's some legs. But I'm told by following this magnificent recipe that the Wild Meat Company has provided, it will produce something rather incredible. Right, now we're going to include some carrots. Here they go. Rustic carrots, organic carrots, by the way. We spread them out. Up, here we go. Of course, we're all one-handed here. Make a comment if you can think of a contraption, or what type of. I know I should have a tripod, but if you can think of a certain make that you think is good for the governor, a professional use, of course, go ahead and tell me what one you think I should buy, and we'll see about that. So there we go, a couple more pieces of garlic here. Now coming up next, we're going to put in some very nice organic green beans. There they go. Green beans. Let's try and move it around a little bit here. So we get some heat on these vegetables. There we go. And of course now, one of the most important ingredients we could ever use for this wild rabbit stew is celery. And there goes some broccoli at the same time. There. There we go. Let's use them up. Yes. Going. We only have one more ingredient to go. Oh God, it's going to be incredible, I can tell. Let's put a little bit of salt in there right now. There you go. A little bit of salt. And of course, remember, one of the most basic ingredients for the Scottish Highland wild rabbit will be the potato. And here they come. As of yet, you may have noticed, there's no liquid in here at all. No liquid whatsoever. Nothing in there. It's bone dry. There you go. That's close up for you. Yes, it's going to cook for a while, and then you will see me consume it with a nice chunk of Welsh bread. Now here, we've decided now we're going to use a little bit of liquid, and what we have here is some stock. In goes the stock. There. 1 pint of stock. Let's let that cook for a minute there. As you can see, She's starting to boil now. And it's heavy. It's a heavy pot here. Full of goodness. Winter vegetables. And this wild Scottish rabbit. Go back to the book. Lots and lots of recipes in the book. Partridge. Of course, they say it's very, very healthy to eat game. Pheasant and partridge. Venison. Mallard, wood pigeon and grouse. Rabbit hare and squirrel. That's a good idea. There you go, cooking times. Low on calories. Use the rabbit. Only 137 calories. Pheasant. 130 calories. Back over to the pot. Cooking away there. Now we're going to add at this time, folks, we're going to add some water. There you go. And at this time I'm also going to turn the heat up a little bit. There. And we'll just wait now for that to come to the boil. And then it's just a matter of time. Yes. Going back to this here, venison, grouse, mallard, a squirrel has only 102 calories. Wood pigeon, 187. So if anyone's interested in, it says game meat is better for you. The Wild Meat Company, very good prices also. I also bought a pheasant that will be cooking up very soon. So the thing to do now is let's just let this get to a boil. Not going to be anywhere near cooked yet, is it? And now we have the water in here. Let's add a little bit of salt, more salt. The wild rabbit stew, because this is going to get thicker. I'll leave the lid off the top. And by doing that, it does allow it to get thicker. And all our ingredients are in here right now. And it's getting ready to come to a boil. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday night here in the UK. It's I use the American way of temperatures, on Celsius is Fahrenheit. I just checked, it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit in the UK, which is getting down there. It's pretty cold. We will be feeding the foxes tonight with some food that we have left over for them, but also tonight we're going to be enjoying our jam Swiss roll. Yes, my friends, £1 only. Sponge cake with raspberry flavour filling. The jam Swiss roll. There's a lot of ingredients. So there it is. £1. £1 only for the jam Swiss roll. The rabbit stew is boiling furiously, and you can see we have that stuff that comes to the top that we occasionally need to remove. Then this will go on throughout the cooking process. Happy New Year to everyone. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that very much. You've got most of that off. I'm going to take some liquid in a second. See if I can, let's have a look to see what it may need. We're going to try that in a minute. Let it cool down because it's boiling. Let's get ready. It's hot. It's very hot. It's still too hot. My God. It's only been cooking for 10 minutes and it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic, folks. I wish you could try this. And I know for a fact it's going to be much, much better as time goes on. There's some rabbit there. And as per the recipe instructions, when it's time to eat this splendid stew, this rabbit, the meat will be absolutely falling off the bone. We're going to try it a little bit more. Yes, I have to blow on this because it is piping hot on this freezing cold, freezing Friday night in the UK. It's incredible. It is. It's very nice. And I bet it's very good for you also. Yes. That's our rabbit meat. So this is what we're going to do, my friends. We're now going to leave this to cook. And then when it's time to eat it, you will witness it with me. Thank you very much for joining me. And we'll see you very soon. Adios.